back home for a couple of days. How's some things that you worked on? Now you're going to go back out tomorrow night.
I mean, we got back. We had a day off yesterday. I mean, that was a long road trip. I mean, it felt longer than what it probably even was. But it was good for us to get back here and get an off day today. We worked on a lot of stuff and just ready to get back to playing tomorrow.
What's it been like for you? Because it seems like night after night you've gone out and it's been there for you, and you've just been filling it up.
Maybe here recently. Early on in the season, it wasn't that case. But here recently, yeah, maybe I'm just trying to keep it going, just trying to stay level-headed and just trying to win. I mean, we've had a tough schedule, playing some really good teams, and I just know we got to keep it going and just try to keep winning.
You mentioned something about your leadership and being more vocal and applying yourself a little bit more. You said that on the road. You know, tell us about that again and how that process is coming along for you. So,
I mean, that's just part of growing and getting older and having more years under your belt. You know more, you get to speak more, and that's just what I'm doing. I mean, when you come in as a rookie, you're more wide open, wide eyes, trying to listen and learn as much as you can. But now, I mean, we have a pretty young team, and we have a lot of guys who are younger than me, who have less years than me, and so I got to be more of a leader. I mean, vocally as much as I am by my example. So just always got to get better at that, and I'm already pretty good at that too, though.
Obviously, season is a work in progress, but where do you guys feel like you are in the stuff that Quin is teaching, like the collective defense and all that? And every night, I know it's a different challenge because of different matchups, but how are you guys coalescing around his systems?
I mean, we're getting really good at it. It's not confusing, but it's a lot. Like it's a lot. He's very smart. He's very detailed. If you look at his teams with the Jazz, I mean, he had a lot of veteran guys who could play, and it really worked for him. And we got some younger guys who can, if it really works and clicks, it can work for us here too. So I think it's all about just getting it and trying to be consistent with it. We've shown moments where we apply what we practice, and it shows, and we look really, really good. And then there's times where we go back to some old habits, and it doesn't look too good out there. So we just got to be consistent with what we're doing, and that's just going to take with time and more reps, and we're continuing to do that. I mean, almost every day we're in the gym practicing, so it'll get better over time.
Trae, you mentioned that this is a tough schedule and you guys are playing really great teams. What are your thoughts about playing the upcoming Nuggets on Monday?
I mean, right now I'm focused on the Nets, to be honest with you. I know the Nuggets just won the championship, so a lot of people are excited to see them, but I'm excited to play tomorrow, and we play the Nets. So, you know, I think we got another one after that before we play them.
With respect to the defense, Quin seems to have the center up more, showing on the pick and rolls, and that requires more rotation, more reads, things like that. Do you feel like that plays to your strengths as a defender, making reads, playing in space, as opposed to trying to maybe like fight through a body, through a screen, that kind of stuff?
Yeah, I mean, it can. There's pros and cons to everything. Every type of defense, and to be honest with you, like, that's all it is for me. Reading the defense, I mean, there's pros and cons to everything. They can trap me, it can work for possession, but I'm gonna eventually figure it out. Like, it's the same vice versa. So with our bigs being up, it just causes more help, more of us to communicate on the backside rather than just leaving them 2-on-2 and letting them play in the pick and roll. The big being up requires more of a team help defense. So there's pros that go with that, and it works in some instances, and then some cases it's the opposite. So,
do you feel like from the personal side though that it kind of plays to your personal strengths?
I mean, yes and no. Like I said, going over screens, obviously I know I got a big helping, so I'm able to get back in front a little easier. But being the help guy, I mean, I got to be. If I'm the low man, I got to help a little higher, and if it's Giannis rolling or if it's Brook Lopez rolling, I got to, you know what I'm saying? So I got to be there to help, and I'm okay with doing it sometimes. You see it, but it's just pros and cons with everything.
Trae, it seems like we're in a special era of point guard play around the league right now. Can you just kind of talk about that, the competition between point guards around the league night in and night out, and that, like in the era that we're just living right now?
Yeah, no, I mean, if you look around the league every night, I mean, there's another point guard going off. I mean, it's cool to see. It's cool to be a part of. You hate going up against it every night because it's challenging, but it's part of it. That's why it's the best league, and in the world. So it's really cool because you see a lot of really good guards doing a lot of different things.
You're a college football fan. Do you have thoughts on how the whole playoff thing went down?
Yeah, I mean, no, I mean, I got a friend who I have a best friend who's a big Bama fan. Now that I live in Atlanta, I'm always rooting for the Dogs if the Sooners ain't playing. So I was kind of hurt the other night that Georgia lost, but I ain't got no dog in the fight this year. DJ got Washington, so I'm hoping Washington wins it.
Trae, I wanted to ask you about drawing charges and just have you gotten tips from other guys who are really good at it, and just how have you worked on that part of your game?
I mean, worked on it. To be honest with you, when I was in 5th, 6th grade, I went to a camp, a little college camp. Y'all won't know what it is. It's Southwestern Oklahoma State. It's a little D2 school. I went to a little camp and I got the best defender there because I took charges the whole camp. And it's I've always been good at being sneaky and taking charges. It's about timing, and as I've gotten older, obviously guys are bigger, and so it's you gotta know when and who to take a charge on. So that's been a thing, but I've always been good at that. And as I've gotten older, obviously Clint takes a lot of charges. Me and him may or may not have something going on when it comes to that this year, but that's just something that I know is going to help our team if I'm more locked in on defense and doing little things here and there, taking charges. It only helps our team. So I just all in. I say that all to say I just try to do whatever to help my team win. So.
What about Jalen? I mean, he was really having a breakout before this happened to him. And,
yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, it's tough. I feel bad for him. He was on his way to most improved player. He's probably still on his way to most improved player when he gets back. I don't want to put that pressure on him, but he's just been playing like that. He's just been playing outstanding, rebounding, getting the ball, getting everybody the ball. He's finishing. He's been playing really well for us, and it's tough because, our team just gets smaller when he's not there. And we were already not so well at rebounding, helping Clint sometimes, and with Jalen being out, that hurts even more. So we all got to be even better with filling his void and him being out. But when he gets back, he's going to help us get back on track even more too.
With the baby in the house, are you getting more sleep on the road or at
I'm
home?
for sure getting more sleep on the road for sure. But it's good staying up at home a little bit.
There's a couple fun nights coming up. Harry Potter night, on the 18th. We're just wondering what house you think you belong in.
Ooh, I'm not a big Harry Potter person to know the houses. I know that's a thing though.
You got Gryffindor is a little more brave and loyal. Slytherin's a little more cunning. You got
I don't know. What do you think I'd be in?
I would say one of those two houses for sure. If you're saying you're a little bit sneaky, so maybe Slytherin a little bit.
Yeah, probably Slytherin.
Okay.
Small little Slytherin. Yeah.